Hey guys, assalamu alaikum and welcome to my channel. We have a guest on our channel today. This is my sister Amber.
Assalamu
Welcome. I feel the need to say that. इससे पहले आप मेरी बहन सुंबल से मिल चुके हैं. वो यहीं होती है पाकिस्तान में. ये वाली बहन मेरी अमेरिका से है. तो I've talked about her and her what? The things that she shares and writes. I share them a lot on my Instagram.
I give her money for that.
सबको नहीं बताना आता. No, she does not. She's kidding. लेकिन Api has. How do I introduce you? You introduce yourself. Who are you?
I am a lot. I am a lot to handle.
She is a lot.
Ask my husband. I am a lot to handle. Unfortunately, the introduction goes, I am a physician, but I really am more than that. Quite recently, I am a life coach too, but I am really even more than that. I am a mother. I am a woman before everything, human even before that. And I am passionate about a lot of things. I'm passionate about nature. I'm passionate about music. I'm passionate about life and psychology and philosophy and many things. That's who I am.
So that's who Api is. And I've talked about her and the things that she has taught me. Api, you need to talk not in English. ये अंग्रेजी अब खराब हो गई आज.
Okay.
क्योंकि हम जितनी अंग्रेजी बोलेंगे उतनी हमें बातें सुननी पड़ेंगी कमेंट्स में फिर.
That's all right.
So every time I've talked about her, what happened?
I am more confused than my Abby.
I don't know what to say. Okay. So I've talked about her a lot of times and a lot of you, especially जो लोग मुझे Instagram पे follow करते हैं उनको पता है कि a lot of what comes of me as a parent and what has become of me as a parent is thanks to her, is thanks to the concepts that she introduced me to. और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि if I were to be a mother just naturally, I would be such a different mother. I would be parenting my child on autopilot. I'm pretty sure of that. कि जो मुझे जैसे समझ आया बस मैं unconsciously करती चली गई. But she introduced me to the ideas of conscious parenting and playful parenting and positive parenting, respectful parenting, and I'll forever be indebted to her for that. So इस दफ़ा जब आप ने पाकिस्तान आना था तो we decided we're going to sit together and we're going to talk to you guys. और आप लोगों के अगर कोई questions होंगे तो we are going to answer them. So I asked you guys on Instagram to send me questions and you guys have sent me questions. And I have a question for Api as well. So where do you want to start? Do you want to start with my question or do you want to start with...
You can go ahead and start with your question.
Okay, I'm going to start with my question. So my question is, I don't know how I'm going to articulate it. But you are raising your daughter in a Western culture. Okay? Now, she obviously is going to grow up knowing how to be respectful for the LGBTQ community and I don't know if the बहुत सारे उसमें alphabets और भी add हो गए. But these things that we as Muslims do not really stand by.
Yeah.
ठीक है? So how are you navigating these concepts? कि she knows how to she knows how to respect that culture she's living in while also knowing what she truly stands by.
So I guess what we have to let them know is that you have to be respectful towards everyone as a person, as a human. We do not recognize them as humans and not recognize that they have equal rights as everybody else just because they have any one particular belief. And I think that's how it should be. But that does not mean that we have to be like that. So, for example, we let her know, we never say that wearing this kind of clothes is not a good thing or somebody becomes a bad person because of it. लेकिन उसको ये पता है कि Muslims don't wear this. Just today, as we were shopping, she asked me, I have a weird question, mommy. I'm like, yeah, what? If Muslims do not have boyfriends and girlfriends, then how do they get married? And I told her there are a couple of ways that they can get married. That either their parents choose a girl for them or a boy for them, like we are trying to find a girl for my brother-in-law. Or they know each other, they study together or they work together and they like each other. They know the other person and they feel that this can be a good partner for them, and they approach them, then would you be a partner to me? And the other person, if they feel like it, they say yes. That's how I got married to your dad. And she was satisfied with the answer. And that is how it is. That she knows that, oh, this is what Muslims cannot do. That's how I'm navigating it so far. We'll see how it goes.
That was just a question that came to my mind, and video would get too long, so I guess we should get to the questions. You need to unlock your phone. So I'm going to start with the anonymous ones first.
Okay.
So someone sent me a question. I want to ask how to let go of the fear of future. What could go wrong? Like things could go wrong is fair. Say, how do you get out of that fear?
Well, first of all, to me, it's not a how-to question. There is no how-to. Americans love that. They love how-tos to everything. And this to me is just not a how-to. This is how you train your mind gradually, very gradually. And I can give you the answer to that question, but that would be a theoretical answer. Like, how would you come to believe that? That would be a gradual thing. ये बात है आपके ईमान की, ये बात है आपकी. For any given moment, we do not know anything about future. जब हम particularly किसी uncertain situation में होते हैं, तो we are thinking about future a lot. But the truth is, जैसे जब pandemic आया, तो people were so anxious. But if there is no pandemic, do we know, are we going to be alive tomorrow? We still, or our loved ones are going to be alive tomorrow? We don't know that. So future by any means and at any given time and in any given situation is uncertain. Our job as people, as we evolve, as we grow, I think हमारी job है कि हम respect करें और embrace करें uncertainty को. कि to accept that it is uncertain at any given point. When we are pregnant with a child, we do not know if the child is going to be born alive. We do not know if the child would be born healthy with all its faculties. We do not know that we would not come across an accident that would disable us for the rest of our lives. So at any given moment, your future is uncertain. What we have to do is to accept it, that this is how it is, and our job is to stay in the present moment.
And what you just said a while ago in the bedroom, I love that. And side by side, I think it's important कि आप अपने ऊपर काम करो, knowing that what you said, the ability to create from zero. She was just talking about the money in the bank account and everything, and she was like, I don't care what happens to the money in my bank account. I believe कि जो कमाया वो जो खर्च किया. And if all of my money were to go away, I believe that I believe in my ability to create from zero. So I think side by side, uncertainty को embrace करने के साथ साथ you need to work on yourself and your ability to cope with everything. To be able to live through life no matter what it throws at you. Whether it's financial or emotional strength.
And you will grow through the difficulty. जितनी डिफिकल्टी आप पर आएगी उसके मुताबिक आप ग्रो करेंगे, उसके मुताबिक आप स्ट्रांग होंगे, आपकी abilities would reflect कि how much difficulty you have come through. तो इस बात से घबराने के वजह घबराना नहीं है.
घबराना नहीं है आपने.
घबराना नहीं है कि what would happen. We don't know what would happen. Things can go a million different ways in good ways and things can go in a million different ways in bad ways. And we just don't know what's going to happen. We just get stuck to one possibility. Oh, what if this? Oh, what if this? What if this?
कभी-कभी आपको इतनी like वैसे कहते हैं celebrities and ये वो लोग कहते हैं time ज़ाया हो रहा है या entertainment में भी I am so always like inspired by this idea कि कभी-कभी आपको ऐसे ही चलते फिरते कोई मोती मिल जाते हैं, कोई बात इतनी अच्छी लगती है आपको किसी शो में कुछ सीखने को मिल जाता है किसी इंटरव्यू में. आई डोंट रिमेंबर विद सेलिब्रिटी इट वाज, लेकिन किसी के इंटरव्यू में मैंने एक ये जुमला सुना था कि जो पैर कब्र से बाहर नहीं है वो जो रात कब्र से बाहर नहीं है वो रात कब्र से बाहर नहीं है. एंड मतलब ये जो एंग्जाइटी दैट पेंडेमिक ब्रॉट, ये वाली सारी चीज़ समहाउ इट वाज लाइक अ वार्म हग कि वाकई कि मतलब मैं किस बात की फिक्र करूं और मैं किस बात को लेके द मोमेंट दैट हैज बीन रिटन फॉर मी इज रिटन फॉर मी, मैं या फॉर माय लव्ड वंस. सो what does me obsessing over it bring me?
Exactly.
Other than anxiety.
And you obsessing over it is not going to change it in any way.
Exactly.
So whatever tomorrow is going to bring, me thinking about it is not going to change it. But this is a theoretical answer to it. Okay, this is useless to think about it. How do you actually train yourself to not think about it? That's the process. That's, you need to do a lot of things. Part of that is faith. कि अल्लाह ताला ने जैसा लिखा है वैसे ही होना है, और अगर वो हम पे वो मुसीबत लाएगा तो हमें हिम्मत भी देगा उससे लड़ने की भी. और
the things we keep hearing, like बड़े बुरे बार ये बात करते हैं,
exactly.
इसी की बातें करते हैं.
और दूसरी चीज़ ये कि जो भी होना है हमारे कुछ भी सोचने से उसको फर्क नहीं पड़ना.
How to calm when your siblings don't care about you?
How to be calm in any situation. How to be calm when your boss does not care about you, or your husband does not care about you, or your children do not care about you. Why do you need your siblings to care about you in order for you to be calm? So the ability to be calm is really an independent ability. If you really need so many things, you need supportive parents and supportive siblings and supportive finances and supportive husband and supportive children and supportive boss and supportive subordinates, for you to be calm, then that means,
happy or jo bhi,
right, that means that you do not have the ability to be calm. To be calm
intrinsically.
Exactly. So if you need all of that, that means that you cannot calm yourself. Again, calming yourself, uski bahut sari techniques and breathing techniques is one of them. Meditating is another one. Allah be yaqeen, if you give me specific examples that, in what circumstances.
I think what she means by calming down is not the actual calming down, like breathing exercises wali jo aap baat kar rahi ho. I think it's the fact that maybe sometimes when our siblings, and I think it's natural as human beings, when our siblings, people we care about, they don't reciprocate, or we expect that they would care about us, or वो हमारी care नहीं करते, so it kind of infuriates us. To calm our nerves in that sense. Okay, how to, basically I think what she wants to ask is how to not care about it, that your siblings don't care about you.
I really like what you said, expectations. That's the key. That you let things happen as they are, and you don't associate your happiness, your calmness, your sense of worth with what other people do. When you expect things from people, I mean, I don't know if you are married or not. You probably are not. That's why you're asking this question. Otherwise, it would have been husband, your partner. So it's the same thing. At some point, you have to tell yourself that you don't expect anything from them. Like, you let them be what they want to be. Your sense of worth should not be attached to how they treat you. It is when we really think about ourselves through their eyes, through anybody's eyes, that this brings on problems. So but
I think it's a process. Like everything else, it's a process. कि आप ये चीज learn करो या unlearn करो to care about what others think of you, or what others like how much they care about you.
Right.
इस चीज के लिए भी it needs a lot of inner work.
Right. It can't be कि मैं आपको एक pill दे दूँ या मैं आपको ऐसी कोई गुड़ बता दूँ कि अब आप ये कर लें. If you do this tonight.
हाँ. You won't be caring about your...
Right, तो जिस तरह मौलवीज कहते हैं आपको 7 दफ़ा आप ये वाली चीज़ पढ़ लें रात को, तो फिर आप you'll be calm in face of your siblings not caring about you. That's not how it is a learning process. It is a process to think, why do they do what they do? It involves a lot of compassion for them and for yourself. So as you go on to evolve, I think you will learn why are they doing the things that they are doing. When people are acting in less than ideal ways, a lot of times they're hurting themselves. You can look at yourself when you act in less than ideal ways in all of those situations. जब हम किसी के साथ meanly act करते हैं, and if you look back, you realize that you were hurting at the time. Even उन situations में जब हम jealous feel कर रहे होते हैं और jealous feel करने की वजह से किसी को कोई mean बात कह देते हैं, तो पहले तो हम खुद jealous feel कर रहे होते हैं, और jealous feel करना is not a pleasant situation or pleasant feeling. Not pleasant.
That's what I always think about, and I genuinely, ऐसा नहीं कि मैं सिर्फ अपने आप को खुश करने के लिए बात कर रही हूँ. That's how I always interpret hate comments.
Yeah.
every time a hate comment is sent my way, I'm like, this person is miserable,
exactly.
and that's what they're projecting.
Yeah.
And they want to make me miserable so they can feel good about themselves.
Absolutely.
Lekin I'm not gonna allow that. Like, why should I be somebody's punching bag? I'm not gonna. That's why I always end up deleting their comments or restricting their account.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, you're sad, but I'm not responsible for that, and I'm not gonna be a punching bag.
Right. Yeah.
So when people leave hate comments or they're mean in real life as well, it's always coming from a place of hurt. I feel like.
And again, just like someone said, the punching bag thing, there have to be boundaries. You know, एक तो चीज़ ये है कि आपने कोई अच्छा gesture किसी को शो किया और उसने वो रिटर्न नहीं किया. That is a different thing. उसके लिए आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. लेकिन कोई आपको mean comments दे रहा है, कोई आपको physically hurt कर रहा है, you do not stay in that space. You just draw a line and you say, I'm not going to allow that. That's it. उसके लिए you have to be strong. Like you आप फिर वो ये सोचते रहे कि ओहो मैं ऐसे कह दूँगी तो
ये मेरी बहन है, ये मेरा भाई
लग
है.
जाएगा. You just that's a skill to develop. कि आप you just say, okay,
that's enough.
Whatever is going on in your head, when you can talk like an adult, come back and talk to me. I'm not going to talk to you like that.
Okay, this one I would also like to answer. Can money buy happiness?
Oh.
Can I answer first?
You can answer first.
I think to a small degree, until your basic necessities are met.
Absolutely.
Because I think to be content or be comfortable in life, you need a sense of security, a good home, good food on the table, not the constant worry कि अगला खाना कहाँ से आएगा.
Exactly.
So to a certain degree, money will bring you happiness. But beyond that, it's not like उसे क्या कहते हैं directly related, proportional relationship कि जितना ज़्यादा पैसा होगा उतना ज़्यादा खुश होगा इंसान. Absolutely not. And it also does not mean that people who are in uncertain or like below poverty line, they cannot find moments of happiness. They can absolutely feel joy as well.
Right.
Lekin to a very like certain degree, money can buy happiness, but beyond that limit, it cannot.
Right.
Where do you think happiness comes from? I'll change that question for you now that I've given such a good answer that you approve of. I will twist it for you.
That is the answer that I would have given.
ये मुझे आके सर हिलाने से समझ and I was like, मैंने इतना अच्छा जवाब दे दिया तो अब आप इस बात का जवाब दो कि where does happiness actually come from?
Happiness comes from small things. Very, very, very small things. Happiness comes from being present in the moment. Happiness comes from not staying in the past and not staying in the future. It comes from really staying in the moment and finding moments of gratitude and small moments of joy. Just staying present would bring you so many moments of joy. A good meal, good weather, a good breeze. A hot meal. बहुत दफ़ा खाना खा के ऐसे होता है, मतलब हम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आदतन तो कहते हैं, लेकिन कुछ दफ़े ऐसी होती हैं कि आप
अंदर से निकलता है.
ये बड़ा ही मज़ा आया, बहुत मज़ा आया, मज़ा ही आ गया आज तो.
When you savor every bite
of it. So you need to be present.
And इसीलिए जो कहते हैं आहिस्ता आहिस्ता खाना चाहिए. I feel like कि जब आप रश में खाते हो ना, you really are not able to enjoy the food like that.
गरीब लोग कैसे खुश होते हैं? और गरीब लोग definitely there are moments जब वो खुश होते हैं, जब आपको unexpected जगह से kindness मिलती है. Like you are in the middle of
a
chaos or crisis and a help comes from really unexpected place. वो financial भी हो सकता है, wars भी हो सकता है. A warm hug. आप जहाँ से expect नहीं कर रहे थे, एक बंदा जो आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आपका colleague है या just a peer, और आपने किसी को बताया नहीं है कि आप किसी बात पे upset हैं, and they just get it. And they just give you a hug. और they just आपकी कमर पे कोई हाथ रख देता है या आपके हाथ पे कोई हाथ रख देता है. A stranger smiles at you. Or you get out of the house and it's such a cool breeze, cool or warm depending on जहाँ
what you like
what you like और आप कहाँ रहते हैं. अगर आप किसी ठंडे इलाके में रहते हैं तो you like a warm breeze. या मैं बाज़ घर से बाहर निकलती हूँ and the sky is cloudy और ठंडी सी हवा चल रही है and I'm like कितना प्यारा आसमान, कितना प्यारा लग रहा है.
But all of this requires you to be in the moment. I really need to work on it. I feel like I spend a lot of my life on autopilot. Because I have so much to do, like social media and being a mom and being a wife and being a house. Like जो भी.
There's a lot.
कि I'm constantly thinking about the things that need to be done and the things I'm not doing properly and the things I messed up.
Yeah.
and the things I could improve on, and my future plans, and the 50 business plans I could work on. So all of this makes me not being in the moment, and I regret that a lot of times. I feel like, for example, बहुत दफा Ishal goes to sleep and then I'm like she was being so adorable आज रात को, and she said so many wonderful things that I couldn't really enjoy in the moment because I was making my description box and making my thumbnail.
I think there's another thing that you just mentioned, saying that, I keep thinking about that I could have done this better, and this was what brought me another thing, that a huge ingredient of happiness is love, or self-love, included in the other kind of love as well. So when you are among people who love you, and you don't really need to be among people who love you, if you have the ability to receive love and you have the ability to give love, that's when you feel happy. And that's a huge area that we all need to work on. I think a lot of us have lost our ability. हम जिन चीज़ों में हैप्पीनेस ढूंढते हैं और उनके पीछे भागते हैं, जैसे कि सोशल मीडिया फॉलोइंग, सेम गोज़ फॉर मी, लाइक जिस तरह की चीज़ें हम सोचते हैं कि अच्छा अगर ये हम अचीव कर लेंगे और ये हम अचीव कर लेंगे, एंड व्हाट वी डोंट रियलाइज इज कि these are all parameters of success. और हम लोगों को भी लाइफ में देखते हैं कि वो कितने सक्सेसफुल हैं, उनकी कितनी बड़ी फॉलोइंग है, उनके कितने पैसे बन रहे हैं, वो कितने खुश होंगे. और हकीकत में देयर इज वन थिंग जो कि हम आहिस्ता आहिस्ता लूज करते जा रहे हैं, दैट इज रियली द एबिलिटी टू नॉट जस्ट लव बट ऑल्सो रिसीव लव. दैट्स अ ह्यूज थिंग. अल्लाह ताला का लव, हमारे इर्द गिर्द जो just universe का love in general, like how benevolent life is, how everything works out eventually. Appreciate small things in life, और उसके साथ साथ appreciate the love of our children for us and for ourselves. That ये जो soft warm सी feeling है ना, जिसको हम कहते हैं, oh it melted my heart, it's so heartwarming. That heartwarming feeling, this does not come from money. This has nothing to do with money.
Maturity comes through age or experience?
I think it comes from both. कुछ चीज़ें हैं जिनका कोई और तोड़ नहीं है, वो सिर्फ एज के साथ आती हैं. Partly experience is part of it.
एज होगी तो जितनी आपकी एज होगी उतना आपका एक्सपीरियंस होगा.
कि अगर आप बहुत ही मुश्किल हालात में पले बड़े हैं, आपका बचपन वॉर जोन में गुजरा और उसके बाद आपने 10 साल की उम्र में कमाना शुरू कर दिया, और उसके बाद आप 25 साल तक पहुँचते आपने 3 कंपनीज बना के $1 million की फरोख्त कर दी, तो यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस. यस, लेकिन उसके बावजूद एक 25 साल के बंदे का एक्सपीरियंस वो नहीं हो सकता जो एक 40 साल के बंदे का हो सकता है, या 45 साल के बंदे का हो सकता है. सो एज फॉर श्योर, और एक्सपीरियंस अगेन, लाइक एक 40 साल का बंदा जो बहुत प्रोटेक्टेड लाइफ गुजारता रहे, और हमारे कल्चर में अल्लाह ताला हमारे माँ बाप को ज़िंदगी से देते, जब तक माँ बाप जिंदा होते हैं, we never really get to be fully independent and fully adults.
We have that shelter,
yeah, कि आप अपने सारे काम खुद कर रहे हैं और आप अपने सारे फैसले खुद कर रहे हैं. So that kind of independence हमारे फादर के पास थी. Even अपनी माँ बाप की जिंदगी में भी, he was the adult of the house. I was not the adult until like 3 years ago.
I'm not the adult until like now.
So लेकिन एज अपोज टू दिस, एक ऐसा बंदा जो 18 साल की उम्र से रियली एडल्ट लोगों वाली रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज कर रहा हो, उसके लिए अबू की तरह एग्जैक्टली. सो उसका एक्सपीरियंस और उसकी एज एक डिफरेंट तरह से काउंट होती है. सो आई थिंक बोथ ऑफ दोज थिंग्स
हैंड इन
हैंड. और एक तीसरी चीज इज अवेयरनेस. लाइक अगर आपके पास एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, अगर आप बहुत प्रोटेक्टेड रहे हैं, तो हाउ वेल रेड यू आर, what you have exposed yourself to, how much you have traveled, how much different countries, different cultures you have seen, how different perspectives you have listened to, all of that counts to your maturity.
How old do you want to be when you get married? Like one should be when you get married.
I'm like, oh my god, I'm married once, and that's enough.
That's enough. ये क्वेश्चन पढ़ के मुझे नहीं लगा कि does she think I'm not married? क्योंकि कुछ क्वेश्चंस आ रहे थे, because this was anonymous questions वाला part, तो some questions were sent like random anonymous questions. They were not directed at you. तो ये वाला मुझे सुन के लगा कि does she think I'm not married? How old do you want? But then I understood that this is a question for you. कि how old should one be?
One should be. So this is one of those things that I was very certain until I did not have enough information. And now that I know more things and I've read more things, I am less certain. So अगर आप ये सवाल मेरे से आज से 5-7 साल पहले करते तो मैं आपको कहती कि 25 to 30 ये एक अच्छी एज है शादी करने के लिए. इससे पहले you were too young. इसके बाद you were too, I mean, I don't know if you're too old, but this was a good,
set in your ways.
A good range. Set in your ways is not necessarily a bad thing in my opinion. लेकिन now I think it really varies a lot. हमारी भांजी की कब शादी हुई, कितने साल की उम्र में? 20 साल की उम्र में?
I think she was 19.
And I think that it worked in her favor.
उसके लिए it was the right decision.
It was the right decision. For someone else it may not be the right decision. इसी तरह
For Didi
से
it was not the right
for
decision.
Didi it was not the
Her
right
mother,
decision.
our eldest sister, she got married at the
At
same
20
age.
and for her it was not the right decision. So it really depends on a lot of things. आप किस कल्चर में हैं. अब बाज़ दफ़ा अमेरिका में लोग 18 साल की उम्र में शादी कर लेते हैं एंड इट वर्क्स आउट वेल. हम अमेरिका में बाज़ बात पेशेंट्स आते हैं हमारे पास इन देयर 60s इन देयर 70s एंड देयर हाई स्कूल स्वीटहार्ट्स कि जी वो 15 साल की उम्र से दे हैव बीन इन लव और दे डोंट रिग्रेट इट. अदर्स आप 25 साल की उम्र में शादी करते हैं एंड यू रियली थिंक दैट यू आर सो मैच्योर एट द टाइम एंड
divorced within a year.
Not just divorced within a year, 15 years down the road you feel like that you were not mature at all, or whatever you looked for that for in that guy was not necessarily the right things to look at. Or honestly I feel कि शादी हमें ऐसे लगता है कि हम करते हैं बिल्कुल ऐसे जैसे हमें बच्चों के बारे में ऐसे लगता है कि हम करते हैं. It's one of those things जो अपने टाइम से जब आपकी किस्मत में होती है हो जाती है और
Sometimes it works.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So in any age.
So that was a very helpful answer.
पर career wise I think हमारे कल्चर में क्योंकि वेस्ट की थोड़ी सी और बात है like getting married does not interrupt the career. I never wanted to get married before 25 and I think partly the reason was कि you want to get into some place in your life जब आप
स्पेशली पाकिस्तान जैसे कल्चर में आई थिंक यहाँ के कल्चर को अगर हम सिर्फ फिलहाल फोकस में लेके बात करें तो आई बिलीव 25 मिनिमम शुड बी द एज बिकॉज आई वुड लाइक कि लड़कियाँ अपने पैरों पे एक दफ़ा बाहर की ज़िंदगी का मज़ा चख लें, इंडिपेंडेंस का मज़ा चख लें, अपने पैरों पे खड़ी हो जाएं, चीज़ें करना सीख लें, खुद से अपना बैंक का अकाउंट बनवाना, मतलब सम सॉर्ट ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस, दे नो हाउ टू टेक केयर ऑफ देमसेल्व्स. तो वो आपकी पर्सनैलिटी और आप द वे यू स्टेप इनटू द रिलेशनशिप विद द कॉन्फिडेंस वही अलग होता है. एंड आई थिंक कि फॉर समवन हु हैज़ अ टेंडेंसी टू बी मैनिपुलेटिव या
right. Which we all have, by the way. We all have.
We all have.
Right.
And because we are in such a male उस तरह की society.
It is present in all cultures. It's not just here. हर जगह पर ये tendency होती है. हमें कभी conflict resolution नहीं सिखाया जाता. हमारे पेरेंट्स हमसे बात करना छोड़ देते हैं जब वो हमें मैनिपुलेट नहीं कर पाते या हमें अपनी मर्जी पे नहीं चला पाते. जब उन्होंने रिपीटेडली हमें कोई बात कही और हम नहीं मानते.
जब बच्चे आपस में लड़ रहे होते हैं, शेयरिंग नहीं कर रहे होते हैं, तो पेरेंट्स
आप मेरे से बात ना करना
एंड यू शेम देम एंड देन यू कॉन्स्टेंटली इंटरप्ट एंड इंटरफेयर इनटू समथिंग दे शुड लर्न नेचुरली.
और आप बात करना बेसिकली ये जो छोड़ते हैं, दिस इज कॉल्ड विथड्रॉल ऑफ अफेक्शन. और ये पार्टनर्स भी बहुत ज़्यादा करते हैं, हस्बैंड और वाइफ भी बहुत ज़्यादा करते हैं कि जी अच्छा फलां बंदे ने मेरे हस्बैंड ने या मेरी वाइफ ने मेरी बात नहीं मानी, या इसको पता चल रहा था कि मेरे दिमाग में क्या है, इसने फिर भी उसके बावजूद उससे डिफरेंट बात की है, तो अब मैंने इससे मूड खराब किया हुआ. इट्स सच अ कॉमन थिंग. दैट इज मैनिपुलेशन. दैट इज रियली जस्ट मैनिपुलेशन. सो वी ऑल हैव द टेंडेंसी टू मैनिपुलेट. इट्स नॉट जस्ट and it's not a bad thing. This is unconscious for us. Like ऐसा नहीं है कि we are narcissistic and we are thinking oh मैं इसको ऐसे manipulate करूँगी तो फिर ऐसे. Like it is unconscious for us. So हम सब manipulate हो सकते हैं. So थोड़े से आप mature हो, आपने दुनिया थोड़ी सी देखी हुई हो और आप में थोड़ा सा confidence हो,
independence हो, थोड़ी
independence हो, एक point of view हो, आपका opinion हो आपकी किसी चीज़ के बारे में, and you know how to maintain it. इस बात का आपको फायदा होगा. हाँ. So to be a little mature when you step into I think
because like she said, a lot of us have the tendency to manipulate, and I think a lot of girls get manipulated in shadi and ससुराल is because they don't have a say of their own as such. वो बस अपने पेरेंट्स के एक sheltered से उससे निकलती हैं, cocoon से निकलती हैं, and they get into another relationship in another house.
Right.
जिधर पहले पेरेंट्स के वो रूल से चल रही होती हैं, फिर एक नए घर के रूल से and they don't have a say and a personality of their own. So it's important for you to have a personality.
Have a personality of your own, exactly. Yeah.
This one says, how to live in a moment. ये जो हम इसमें बात कर चुके हैं.
Yeah.
And appreciate what you have right now. Away from husband, indefinite long distance relationship, while waiting for visa interview, living with family, but my heart's just not in it. I want to with my husband, feeling guilty for feeling like this. Like I should be grateful I'm living with my family, but I'm not.
इस पे कुछ तो हम बात कर चुके हैं. और आई थिंक इसमें 2-3 बातें हैं करने वाली. पहली बात तो ये कि जो बात आप गिल्टी होने की कर रही हैं उसमें अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज अगेन आई वुड से सेल्फ कंपैशन टू मेक स्पेस फॉर all of me, all of जो भी with all of whatever comes through, जो भी इंसानी feelings हैं, there is nothing to feel guilty about. Mothers बहुत ज़्यादा guilt में रहती हैं कि we want freedom, या मेरा कभी कभी दिल करता है कि मेरे पास अपने लिए टाइम हो, या मैं अपने लिए कुछ कर सकूं और उसके लिए guilty feel करती हैं.
And फिर वो जब वो mothers जो अपने लिए कुछ कर रही होती हैं वो इस चीज़ के लिए guilty feel करती हैं कि I'm not spending as much time
with my kid. So whatever I feel hatred in this moment, I feel envy in this moment, I feel
jealous,
anger. इस पे just make space for it. Just accept all of it. कि this is और जब आप ऐसा सब feel कर रहे होते हैं, ये सारे जिसे हम difficult emotions कहते हैं, they're difficult. So उनको tolerate करना already difficult होता है. You're in a place of conflict. That's why you're feeling guilty. कि on one hand this and on the other hand this. So you're already in a place of conflict. So treat yourself like you'll treat a friend. इस बात पे guilty होने की कि मैं इस तरह feel कर रही हूँ. पहली चीज़ मैं कहूँगी कि self compassion is the first thing. Moment में रहने की हमने बात की कि again it's a practice. You start with gratitude. You start with the gratitude practice. You start with a gratitude journal. आप in the morning कर लें, आप at night कर लें.
What am I grateful for today?
What am I grateful for today? What are the 3 things I'm grateful for today? आप लिखना चाहते हैं, आप किसी से बोलना चाहते हैं, आप रात को सोते हुए अल्लाह ताला से कहना चाहते हैं, आप किसी जर्नल में लिखना चाहते हैं. लोग डिनर टाइम पे सब लोग कहते, आप सिर्फ अपने तौर पे इस बात को कल्टिवेट करना चाहते हैं. डेवलप अ ग्रैटिट्यूड प्रैक्टिस. That would help you to get in the moment.
And शुरू में ना it seems very forced. आपको ऐसा लगता है कि अब मैं किस बारे में सोचूं. And sometimes, for example, if you're a mom, a lot of the days it's the same things that keep coming back. Okay, I'm grateful for my daughter. I'm always grateful for my daughter. लेकिन
कुछ चीज़ें होती है constant of life. जैसे कि अल्लाह का लाख शुक्र है कि they are constant of life. जैसे कि life, health, या even अच्छा
your
day.
Your senses, if you have all of them intact. Your kids.
All of body or so उनके बारे में grateful होना, स्पेशली जब आपको कुछ ना मिल रहा हो grateful होने के लिए, तो is a good thing. But because they are constant, तो it becomes monotonous or it becomes mechanical. कि जी आपने okay, I'm grateful for my health today. I'm grateful for my health. So उसमें जो sense of authenticity है वो नहीं रहती. Whereas जो आप हकीकत में जिस तरह हम अभी थोड़ी देर पहले बात कर रहे थे खाना खाते हुए, a warm meal या कोई बहुत अच्छा कप ऑफ कॉफी जिसका अरोमा भी आप एंजॉय करें और हर चीज जिसके बारे में आप बात करते हुए कहें कि क्या मजा ही आ गया है.
And for that again, it's important to be in the moment. Don't constantly think what if. मतलब काश मैं ये टाइम हस्बैंड के साथ गुजार रही होती, काश हम मतलब ये पिछले 3 साल जो हमने खो दिए ये फला, मतलब instead of thinking in that direction, you try to be in the moment.
Exactly. What is happening right now?
I'm having such a good conversation with my best friend. I'm getting to spend such a good quality time with my sister.
Exactly. We went to movies today and we had such fun time.
Oh my God, I'm still living in Pakistan. I still have a house help.
Right.
I don't have to wash my
clothes.
और
a lot of times, जब आपका ये uncertain time गुजर जाता है and you go back, और जो चीज़ जिसको आप अभी सोच रहे हैं कि हो पता नहीं क्या ही हो जाएगा, जब आपको वो टाइम मिल जाएगा जो कि अभी आप चाहते हैं कि अच्छा जी आप अपने हस्बैंड के साथ रह रहे हो,
90% chances are you're gonna miss this time.
You're gonna miss this time and you're gonna realize कि यानी कि why was I so excited about this time? ऐसी क्या बात है इसमें? I am not trying to minimize के ये मुश्किल नहीं है. Actually बहुत अरसा तो नहीं, लेकिन मैं अपनी शादी के ऑलमोस्ट फौरन बाद 3 महीने एक दफ़ा, फिर 2 महीने के लिए मेरे हस्बैंड आया, फिर 3 महीने दोबारा मैं अपने हस्बैंड के बगैर रही. But I was having so much fun. I mean, it was a difficult time. My husband was there first for exams and for interviews, so there was a lot of uncertainty
and stress.
And stress के पता
क्या
नहीं
होगा?
जॉब होगी या नहीं होगी, इतने सारे पैसे लग रहे हैं. But I was in the middle of such loving in-laws, and I had such fun time with my brother-in-laws and my mother-in-law, and मैं लाडो पट्टी थी सबकी. So I was the only sister for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 brothers at the time. So I really enjoyed that time. So there must be some things that are
precious about this time.
Precious about this time, exactly.
अच्छा जी, next question is how to get rid of, I think a lot of these things हम थोड़ा इन पे different aspects पे बात कर चुके हैं. How to get rid of an ugly past. I've moved on in life, but sometimes that past hits my mind.
It will hit your mind. Again, have compassion for yourself. I don't know, like when you say ugly, it means like an unfortunate incident, or it means like something that you regret doing.
Or a bad relationship.
Or a bad relationship. What's past is past. Like, again, one of the things is staying in the present. Really appreciating what is right now in this moment. And right now.
And I guess also being grateful of not still being in that bad situation.
Right. What's past is past. Like, आप उसके बारे में कुछ कर नहीं सकते. Or look at के what has come out of it. आपको उस past की वजह से
क्या wisdom मिला है?
What do you have today in terms of experience, skill, wisdom?
What has it taught you that you would not have learned otherwise?
Otherwise, exactly.
And
और even current difficult situation को भी deal करने का तरीका है कि किस वजह से, why has universe thrown me in this situation? What skill am I learning? What strength am I getting? What do I need to learn from this experience? Why am I in this situation? Universe is not for no reason, and it does not throws you in. There is no accident in universe. So if you are in a situation, it is because it is there to teach you something.
What to do if someone pretends to be good, but we feel he or she is not? Should we believe our vibes?
I think we should believe our vibes. We should believe our vibes.
Always.
What we feel about someone, and the rules of respectful relationships stays pretty much the same. आप किसी के बारे में अच्छा भी feel करते हैं, and if they are stepping on your boundaries, I think you should remind them that I'm not going to tolerate that. और अगर आप किसी के बारे में अच्छा नहीं भी feel करते तो I think it is our job to stay respectful and courteous. और उसके अलावा if you really like, उसके बाद बात आ जाती है trust करने की. So if you don't feel good about them, you don't trust them. You don't trust them with your secrets, with your jaan maal izzat. You don't trust them with that.
Okay, I think this is the last one. How to deal with emotional attachment. How to keep your emotions aside in your day-to-day life, because it's life and shit happens. But हम किस तरह उसे अपनी जिंदगी पर असरअंदाज होने से?
I think it comes down to emotional management. कि how do you manage your emotions? It is okay. जब भी कभी कोई चीज़ आएगी जो कि आपको आपके emotions को trigger करेगी. जैसे कि अगर कोई आपकी बाउंड्रीज पे स्टेप करता है तो एंग्री होना एक नेचुरल सी बात है. आपको एंग्री होना चाहिए. अगर आप एंग्री नहीं होते तो देयर समथिंग रॉन्ग विद यू. सिमिलरली अगर कोई लॉस आप फेस करते हैं तो सैडनेस इज अ नेचुरल पार्ट ऑफ इट. द थिंग इज दैट हाउ डू यू ट्रेन योरसेल्फ टू फंक्शन डिस्पाइट ऑफ इट, एंड हाउ डू यू not ruin your relationships or ruin your day when you are feeling these emotions. And I think mindfulness is a great practice for that. Mindfulness के 1000 तरीके हैं. There is no one way to go about it. जो भी तरीका works for you. There are tons of books available, tons of material available on YouTube कि how to become more mindful. Meditation is the popular way of doing it. Again, meditation is not easy for everyone. Journaling is an amazing activity. I love journaling.
I wish I could do it more often. And I कभी बैठ के करती हूँ, but मजा आता है, and I want to do it more often.
It's very revealing. Sometimes you find so many things about yourself that you would not have found. It's very insightful. Or it helps you with emotions. Like when you are feeling emotional, actually with an overwhelming emotion, it's actually great. Overwhelming emotion is a great guide to your unconscious. If you really want to know what is in your unconscious, like to follow the emotion is the great thing. So when you are actually in the grip of a strong emotion, it's a great place to start writing and seeing what is underneath it. What is underneath it, and it would help manage the emotion. Like it would really bring the energy of it into some creative activity. So your emotion is energy, and you want to channel that energy into some productive thing. So you write, and something good may come out of it. If you are a creative person, or if you like to do creative writing, you actually may write something great. Like, people have written great novels by being super angry about a situation or a social situation. So channel that into something else. Dance, cook, draw, like जो भी आपका natural expression है of creativity,
put on makeup.
Have it handy, like have colors available. Doodling, it's not for sale, not because you want to sell it and you want to create a blog and whatnot. Just so that you want to give it an expression, you want to give this energy an expression, and you want to manage in a healthy way. I think finding your expression of our creativity is a great way to handle extra emotion. Overwhelming emotion.
So I think that's it for all the questions. Thank you so much for joining us on my YouTube channel.
Thank you for having me.
Your daughter wanted to be a part of it, but I think she forgot. Say hi.
Hello.
Zima, introduce yourself.
My name is Zerwa.
Would you like to come sit here with mommy? Come on, I can come in the back. All right.
That's my daughter, Zerwa.
Tell my friends all about you. What do you like to do in your free time? What grade are you in? Third grade. And what do you like to do in your free time?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, what are your favorite things to watch on YouTube? Other than me.
No, I don't want you.
Oh. Neither do a lot of other people. That's okay. Not many people do.
Okay, is that enough?
Is that enough saying hello? Alright. That's it. That's it up, guys. Bye.
Okay, I can't messages. Okay. Someone
के 25,000 नंबर है इसलिए someone newest. अभी तो मैंने ये चेंज करके पाकिस्तान वाला नहीं रखा.
उसके बाद मैं पता नहीं क्या रखूँगी.
ताज़ा तरीन.
पहले तो समन न्यू. एक तो समन के नाम से फिर समन न्यू था. फिर अभी समन न्यू.
My sister.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. And she's visiting from
US.
भूल गया था. ये मेरी अमेरिका वाली बहन है.
अमेरिका से आई
है.
तो 12 शुरू कर लो फिर. इतना अच्छा वैसे स्टार्ट हो गया था. नेचुरल सा.